And now, surely the presence is among us. And if you would rise and energetically join hands, and we will sing together, Surely the Presence. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Yes, surely the presence of the Lord is in this place because you are in this place. You are the living, breathing embodiment of God, of the One. Today we come together to celebrate that oneness, to celebrate our divine nature, to celebrate the essence of love, the essence of peace, the essence of harmony and abundance, infinite potentiality, our I am. So say it with me, I am love.
I am love.
I am divine.
I am divine.
I am blessed.
I am blessed.
And so it is.
So it is. Are you going to want to stay?
Hey, Renee's here.
Renee's here. Yay, Renee, honey.
Make sure we zoom in on Renee. Night has turned to day. Night has turned to day. Night has turned to day. Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. 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 Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. 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 Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. I was walking in the darkness. I had not yet seen the light. I was swooping with the bad ones. I thought I had won the fight. At the peak of my delusions, I loved money, girls, and cars. Now I'm walking in the sunlight, broken, battered, bruised, and scarred, but I'm so happy. Night has turned to day. Night has turned to day. Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. 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 Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. In the middle of the conflict between me, myself, and lies, I saw people die for nothing. I served lies to hungry eyes. When I swam deep in the river of my conscience, I defined self-reflection, new direction to a healthy state of mind I thought I'd never find. Night has turned today, oh mama, now night has turned today. Night has turned today. Night has turned today. Night has turned today. Oh, mama, now night has turned today. But I ain't going back to the work. No, I ain't going back to the work. I ain't going back to the work no more. fame and happiness. I'm gonna find the highest ground to stand on. 3 lives is enough, child. Oh! Night has turned to day. Night has turned to day. Night has turned to day. Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. 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 Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. 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 Oh, mama, now night has turned to day. 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 Oh, mama, now night has turned to day.
Brian.
Thank you.
The night has turned today because we are in the land of I am. That's the greatest teaching that unity has. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. And the songs of all my great-grandmothers, and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers, and the way to rise beyond the pain of lived in me. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. The smile of all the unborn children, and the dreams of a better day to come, and the dance of heaven with the earth all live in me. In the land of I am. All that I have been, I am. All that I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. All that I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. More than I have been, I am. All that I will be, I am. All that I am. In the land of I am. All that I have been, I am. All that I will be, I am. All that I am. I've been robbed and disgraced. I've been used and displaced. Robbed and disgraced. Abused and displaced. I've been lied to. What lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You cannot be heard in the land. There's always enough in the land, always at home, always at home, always at home. In the land of I am all that I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am.
In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been, I am more than I will be, I am all that I am.
Yay, thank you. So we invite Annabelle up to give us a good welcome.
That was really great. Oh, wow, this is loud today. Wow. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unity on the River. We're going to have a great service today. Our mission statement is, we are a vibrant spiritual community that celebrates the presence in all and awakens humanity to its divinity. Our mission statement is, centered in love, we joyously co-create a world of oneness, peace, and harmony. And we want to welcome everyone on Zoom who is watching. So wave to the camera right behind. We are so happy everyone on Zoom is here as well. And is there anyone new today? Anyone who might be coming for the first time? No? All right. And then we'd like to welcome any members of the board might have. These people work very hard to make all the decisions here, the important decisions that, so I know that Mark's here.
You
so
want to stand?
You want to stand, Mark?
Yeah, and Malik.
Oh, yes, and Malik.
Thank
We're
you.
so happy that you guys are here. And do we have any prayer chaplains today? Oh, yes, great. Yeah, you can talk to Mark afterwards if you have anything to pray about or just need any words. And now we're going to do namaste. So feel free to stand and move around. And what you're going to do is you're going to find someone who's near you or around you. You can walk around and you're going to face that person and you're going to bow to them. And you're going to say, the divine light in me honors the divine light in you. We're going to do it to the music.
Should be my neighbor. See you again. Should be my neighbor. Sure. Come on in.
Hey, good. So hopefully you've had a chance to greet everyone today, and now we're going to continue on with the service. Here's some good music. Play away, guys.
Oh, boy.
All right, before I start this next song, this will give you a chance to sit down. Don't worry, take your time. This is John Prine, who we lost during the pandemic. He died of COVID. He was a legend, and especially singer-songwriters who like country. Just a very simple man with a really dry sense of humor. We've lopped the last verse off this song, for instance, because it's not necessarily church appropriate. But it reminds me of there was a woman who passed away, and I can't remember her name.
Oh,
The landscaping lady?
Griffith? Nancy Griffith?
Not Nancy Griffith, no. It's someone in Unity who passed away 2 summers ago. And I was asked to perform at the Lilibeth. And I was asked to play at her funeral. And she loved John Prine. And her husband hated John Prine. So she used to keep John Prine tapes in her car and drive around and listen to them. And so at the funeral, and I did make this story, you know, I did say something before I sang the song, because it's this. She wanted the song, "Please don't bury me in the cold, cold ground. I'd rather have you cut me up and pass me all around." So, you know, when you get the Catholics in there and the more traditional religions, they don't quite get that sense of humor. So, but you had to know her. She had a really good sense of humor. All right. So here we go. That being said, here's Dear Abby.
Just for you, Tom Paolini.
Church.
Dear Abby, my feet are too long. My hair's falling out and my rights are all wrong. My friends, they all tell me I've no friends at all. Won't you write me a letter? Won't you give me a call? Signed, Bewildered. Bewildered, bewildered, you have no complaint. You are what you are, and you ain't.
YouTube.
You ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood.
You can't do music without listening to the music.
Dear Abby.
What are you talking about?
This is
Explain who
church.
Dear Abby is to everyone, don't we? The generation has no idea who Dear
I'll
Abby
turn
is.
it down. There.
Dear Abby, my fountain pen leaks. My wife hollers at me and my kids are all freaks. Every side I get up on is the wrong side of bed. If it weren't so expensive, I'd wish I were dead. Signed, Unhappy. Unhappy, unhappy, you have no complaint. You are what you are, and you ain't what you ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood. Signed, Dear Abby. We're gonna have a special dual solo here. Keith and John together. Dear Abby, you won't believe this. My stomach makes noises whenever I kiss. My girlfriend tells me it's all in my head, but my stomach tells me to write you instead. Signed, Noisemaker. Noisemaker, noisemaker, you have no complaint. 'Cause you are what you are, and you ain't what you ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood. Let's sing that one more time. Noisemaker. Noisemaker, noisemaker, you have no complaint. 'Cause you are what you are, and you ain't what you ain't. So listen up, Buster, and listen up good. Stop wishing for bad luck and knocking on wood. Signed, dear Abby.
Oh, Brian, only you could pull that off in church. Awesome. Oh, boy. Well, yeah. What other church? What other place of worship would offer up such a diverse and wonderful real life presence of God? Because the presence of God is in everything we do, the shadow and the light. So it is with great pleasure that I get to introduce our own light maker, Tom Paolini, who has been with us for so many years, working his way to his Unity teachership. And he's blessed us many times with his wonderful talks. So, Tom, thank you. Come on up here.
You want any eggs?
Yeah.
Who is here? Somebody?
Yeah.
Open the door.
Thank you, Meg. And thank you, music team. Y'all disappeared. I love you guys. I ask them for things and they give them to me. I am blessed. Which it was funny because I was thinking of this a couple of weeks ago, this song, and it always reminds me. It's a helpful reminder for me, and I love when I get these little ditties like the John Prine, or last month it was what was it last month? I'm just checking in to see what condition my condition is in, you know. And so these songs like play in my head, you know, and they're great reminders for me. So hopefully it works for you too. I don't know, but I am blessed, and when I say I am blessed, I'm affirming my divinity. So if we look up in Merriam-Webster's blessed, the first definition is having a sacred nature. Connection with God, connection with oneness, affirming my oneness. Other definitions will relate to, I got something good, you know, there's good stuff in my life. But to really affirm my divine nature, I am blessed. And Linda Martello Whitsett, who is the president of our Silent Unity and Unity Village, wrote a book called Divine Audacity. To really be audacious when we claim our divinity. So as the blessing I am whole, I am complete. I have everything I need to be happy. Therefore, I have no complaints. So why do I do it? Why do I complain? You know, it could just be a thought that generated from a dissatisfaction. It could be that. I could catch that, see it for what it is. I could hear this song, I have no complaints. But
You
what
want
if
bacon?
it turns into a rumination?
Look at him.
You know, I start to dwell on
What is the smell?
that complaint, what I'm complaining about. And then I start to look for someone or something to blame it on, because if I'm complaining,
Gabriel, what are you
and I'm
smelling?
dissatisfied, it's
What are you
got to be
smelling?
somebody else's
You don't
fault.
like
Nothing.
nothing?
Or I could even be, you know, down on myself. It's my fault. And so I can go there. But I got to put the blame somewhere. Somebody did this, something did this. Causes dissatisfaction, this unhappiness, this misery. If it starts to go that way. And remember, we are operating 95% from our subconscious. And last month when I talked about the molecules of emotion and how when we get triggered and then we allow those feelings to build and we get into victimhood, remembering the limbic system of the brain, the fight or flight response, our defense mechanism kicks in, sends that chemical norepinephrine throughout the brain. And if you haven't seen the talk the last month, goes into more detail, but the chemicals goes through our sympathetic nervous system, goes into our muscles, goes into all of our organs. And the cells that hold memory accept that chemical and store that. And so that the next time we get triggered, it's bam, here it is. This is what's wrong with you. This is what's wrong with your life. And we just go into that mode. It's like a self-feeding loop, this never-ending loop. So we may grab hold of the thought, and without our immediate awareness, we start to align this with something that's wrong about ourselves, something that's wrong about somebody else. Usually it's comes back to I'm not enough, something missing, I'm lacking, and something did this. And that chemical reaction only takes 2 seconds. Think about it. 2 seconds can trigger us and put us into what therapists will call a emotional hijacking. I've been hijacked, right? But don't despair, because you are blessed. I am blessed. And as blessed, my divine nature, I'm all-knowing. I'm all wisdom, divine wisdom. And sometimes I can see this complaint turning into this as it's occurring, and I can stop it, a couple of deep breaths, maybe an affirmation, and I can come back to my center. Other times, not so much, right? Other times when it's not so much, it may take the whole process for me to go through all of that hijacking, all of the complaining, and all of the ruminating. And then if I could come back to it, I may see it. So either way, we can look at it as an invitation. But I'm looking at it in the rearview mirror. So a couple of weeks ago, and I saw this happening when I was in our Saturday morning men's meeting, 7:30 in the morning for those of you who want to get up. And I'm doing my check-in and telling the story about how I lost the sale. I'm in sales, I'm on straight commission. And, I've been doing this for 40 years or something. I'm not really used to losing a sale. Usually my customers are repeat customers, and they come back to me because I take care of them. And this customer was a referral, and I went through the entire process. I designed kitchens. And in the end, they just felt the price was too high and they went somewhere else. I was a little miffed. So my immediate response is, I didn't do enough. I didn't, I did something wrong. Something, I did not fulfill the need of that customer. So I'm at fault. I went there. Then I went to him that he's at fault, that he should have bought it from me because I did all the work. But in truth, I didn't lose anything because I never had the sale. It wasn't like he gave it to me and then took it away, right? Sometimes we assume an outcome and then we attach everything that we have to that and then go into that lack mode. So I saw all of this occurring. I saw this complaining, and I think that's when I came up with, I'm gonna do this for my talk in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna ask for the Dear Abby song because, to me, it's so awesome. It's just like, You have no complaints. How can you have any complaints if you're blessed? How can you have any complaints if you're divine? That you are the living, breathing embodiment of Christ, that divine nature. So at that point, I get to reverse it. I get to reverse it. And then even more, I can look at my dissatisfaction, my sense of lack, my sense of limitation, my loss as a desire, you know. What was it that I was desiring? What makes me feel lack? That in unity, we know that all desire starts in the heart. One of the 12 powers is love. And love we associate with the body part of our heart, emanates from the heart. And we describe love as the attracting, harmonizing, unifying faculty of mind. The attracting, harmonizing, unifying faculty of mind. It's the constructive building force of spirit. The constructive building force of spirit. What's even more amazing when we think about this, because when Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, wrote the 12 Powers, he was way before his time, because now scientists are discovering that really most of our thoughts start with the heart. That the heart has millions of neural pathways and neural connections. And so it generates from there, then it goes to the brain. So when I think of lack and limitation, there's really a sense that I'm lost. I've lost my way. I've lost my sense of my truth. And I get to come back. So our power to comprehend oneness, the faculty of the mind, building oneness, that force of spirit. So if I'm in complaint mode, I'm not comprehending oneness. If I'm looking at external sources and outcomes for my good, I'm not in alignment with my good, capital G. When I look for the getting for fulfillment, I'm never going to experience satisfaction. And if I do, it's only going to be for a short time, right? That getting is only that satisfaction of that maternal thing, you know, think of buying a new car and, you know, then the new car smell wears off, you know, then you get that one little ding in it, and now it's just, you start to think, I'm going to need another new car, you know. So when I look for the getting, I'm never going to experience satisfaction. And lack consciousness will keep me striving for more and more and more. So the good thing is want is the signal for transformation. That's our signal. I have no complaints. My want is my reminder that I am. I am love. I am whole. I am complete. I am divine. I am peace. I am abundance. I am infinite potential. Eric Butterworth, one of the sages of unity, and he was a unity minister up until the mid-1900s, 1960s, wrote one of his books, Discover the Power Within. He talks about Jesus as the way shower, not as a savior, not someone we worship, idolize, or attach our good to, but to learn from. And Eric Butterworth reminds us that Jesus was human becoming. He was human on the quest, human in the process of overcoming. overcoming. My want is a reminder. Come back to center. I'm overcoming. There, Eric Butterworth tells us in his book, Discover the Power Within, about the ancient Greek tale of a traveler who had lost his way. And he stops and sees a man on the roadside who turns out to be Socrates. And he asks him, "Can you tell me how to get to Mount Olympus?" And Socrates tells him, "Just make every step go in that direction." It's a human in the process of becoming. It's a process. Make sure every step you take go in that direction. And Eric Butterworth reminds us that when Jesus declared, "I am the truth," he was climbing the ladder of truth by his repeated declaration. He was climbing the ladder of truth. It was an affirmation. I am the truth. I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I and the Father are one. Those were affirmations for a human becoming. And are we any different? No. Jesus said, "These things I do, you can do also. And much more than these. I am blessed." It's a practice. Make every step go in that direction. And when you don't, you lose your way. Remember the words of Paul in Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be not conformed to this world. Don't accept the status quo. Don't accept the belief of lack, that I'm not enough. Don't believe the thought of I'm only human. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The renewing. Renew, renew, renew. Let your divinity transform your humanity. Let your divinity transform your humanity. And remember, your humanity is the steps that you take. All the experiences, all of the thoughts, all of the emotions are the opportunities and the reminders to come back to who you truly are. Eckhart Tolle says, if you can be absolutely comfortable with the letting go of knowing who you are, then what is left is who you are. You can be absolutely comfortable in letting go who you are, the thought of who you are, then what is left is who you are. Being behind the human field of pure potentiality. Being behind the human field of pure potentiality. Rather than something that is already defined. So in our quest, we may often get lost. Remember the 95% from subconscious. We're often operating from our subconscious, from our thoughts and our beliefs and our upbringing, all of the memories that have been stored in there. That's our operating system. So we may find ourselves attaching our quest to an outside source, a mentor, a minister, our partner, our job. But we have to take the steps. Jesus was the way shower, not the salvation. Make every step go in that direction. And when you find yourself lost, transform by the renewing of your mind. Come back. Choose again. There's another quote in that book, Divine. Eric Butterworth's book, The Power Within. And it's a quote and the author is unknown. And it goes, "Know this, O man, sole root of sin in thee is not to know your divinity. Sole root of sin in thee is not to know thy divinity." Sin, remember, sin is an error thinking in unity. It's error thinking. So Eric Butterworth says we must see Jesus as a revealer of truth. He showed us the way. He was the pioneer, the way shower. In the quest of self-realization and self-unfoldment. We must see him as the invitation. Come sit with me and let me help you see as I see. To feel the depth of the Spirit within as I feel. Let me show you the way to the high road to your own Mount Olympus. Let me lead you into the world, the wonderful world of the Christ within, as you, where you will know and know that you are a limitless expression of the infinite. And when you realize the truth as I have, you will be able to do all the things I have done, and even greater things will you do. So I would invite you to take this opportunity to just look around, look at each other, look at your partners, the Zoomers, look at the faces, the names, or the phone numbers if you're on Zoom. Get this music team, our board of directors, our staff, Stan and Annabelle. Continue to keep us in the loop. Continue to hold our community together. We are the community. You are the community. You are the light of love. You are the community becoming. We are blessed as we are in the company of love. I am blessed. I know I am divine because I see it in you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.
So we come into meditation time. And just allow yourself to relax and let Sherry begin to bring you in, and then Tom will lead us in the meditation. You are the heart. You are the heart. You are the hands. You are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. Let's sing that together. You are the heart. You are the hands. You are the hands. You are the voice. You are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are. And who you are. And all you do. And
Take that in. And just as you're sitting comfortably, and if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes or gaze softly downward. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your toes, your ankles, your knees and your thighs, your buttocks, up your back, the top of your head, down your arms to your fingertips. Notice the space between your fingers. And if you will, at this moment, just imagine, if you will, the bright light coming down through the top of your head, coming from above, a brilliant beam of warm light, coming down into your head and filling your throat, your chest, and your heart, and all the cavities all the way down to your toes, pouring into the ground, continuing to pour down into you and then flowing back up through the top of your head and around your body, emanating your entire body in light. You are the light. And at this moment, I invite you to think of someone or something that you have a deep gratitude, deep love for. Picture this person, if you will. Picture them lying on this bed of light. And from your heart to their heart, imagine a pink light coming from your heart to their heart, sending the gratitude, sending the love, sending the appreciation, the warmth. Feel that love pouring out. You are the love that you give. And notice that that light, that pink light that goes from your heart to their heart comes back, because it's light, travels both ways. That love and gratitude and appreciation coming back to you. Coming back to you in self-compassion, self-love, self-care, self-nurturing. And gratitude is the ideal transformation. When you're feeling your humanity, remember this compassion, this love, this gratitude. Just rest in this for a moment. As you come back to this moment, come back with a reminder and the affirmation, I am blessed. I am the love that I give. I am the love that I receive. And so it is.
You are the heart. You are the head. You are the
are the heart.
We are the heart.
We are the
We
hand.
are the hands.
We
are the voice of
Spirit on earth. And all we are, and all we do, is a blessing to the world.
We are the blessing. You are the blessing to the world. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. So it is.
Well, thank you. So now we can prepare for our blessings of the tithes and offerings. If you take your tithe in your hands or in your mind, if you donate online, you can also Venmo, or you can text give. So as we take our tithes in our hands, let's say together a blessing of the tithes and offerings. Divine
Divine
love,
love,
as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
This is a beautiful song by John Hyde called The Gospel According to John. Take it away, John.
So we receive these gifts in love, knowing that they have been given in love. And we extend a portion of these gifts out to Unity Worldwide Ministries and to our local community. And we are so grateful, and so it is.
Bless, bless. Thank you. So again, we invite up Annabelle with our announcements, which we have a few of. Got some wonderful speakers coming up you might be excited to hear about.
Here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, so for our announcements this week, so next week, October 10th, we have Stephanie Roy as our guest speaker.
Beautiful.
We haven't heard much from Stephanie Roy this year, but some of you might remember her from past years. And then for all the Zoomers out there, our hospitality link has been updated, so the new one is on the website. We've been having some problems with Zoom hospitality lately, but the new one is up there, so we'll be able to do hospitality virtually. And then the list for our October guest speakers, all the guest speakers who will be coming this month, is up on the website right now, so you can check that out. And we have now moved offices, so we moved from our old office in Amesbury to a new office down in Salem, Massachusetts. And then lastly, I'm just going to open it up to the band to see if you guys have any gigs coming up.
I'm at Topsail Fair,
Oh, yeah.
doing ABCs in Old McDonald. I'll be there today at 3:30, and then most of the rest of the week I'll be there in the morning, Tuesday through Friday,
Wow,
like lunchtime-ish.
good for you, awesome.
Right, yeah, if you love these people, I mean, obviously.
Oh, wait.
Look, another one?
We have, we also want to speak to, there's on Indigenous Peoples' Day, which is October 11th, and actually our town, Newburyport, passed an ordinance to call it that. There's a wonderful gathering, yes, to start setting things right and the history right at Moseley Pines right down off of the traffic circle off of Merrimack Street. There's a lovely park on the river, and there will be a gathering at 11. And Christine will be there. She's going to offer a walk after the talk. We have a beautiful Native American speaker, our own Chickie Imelda Dobbs. Chickie will be doing a blessing, and Christine and I will sing. Also, Lynn Taylor and Christine will be doing some things, as well as Kristen Miller. So we'll have a blessing. Hopefully we're going to have a fire and a traditional smudging, and we will have speakers who will talk to us about our beautiful heritage from the first peoples who walked this land first. And Unitarian Church. Oh, okay, great. I also want to say that on the 24th, Shipley Allenson will be our speaker. So we all want to show up for that. Our original Shipley minister, founding minister, will be here.
Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, keep a lookout for her. And yeah. And then lastly, to give to UOTR, this might have been said before, but we really appreciate all your tithings, all your donations. They help us so much. And to give to UOTR, you can text GIVE to 833-706-4337. And now let's hear our last few songs. Oh, 1 second, yes.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy
So last week I mentioned we're going to have a community meeting next Sunday. And so a few things about that. So a lot of people have been approaching me with questions and concerns about what's happening to us, right? What's going on, where are we headed? And so the board wanted me to assure you folks that you can always contact them directly if you have any specific concerns. We are going to attempt to address some of those next week. We're going to talk about the budget and church search and Stan, what was the other thing that you were going to report on?
Minister search.
Yeah, well, I had that. Okay, so I want to say one thing. The board has busted their butt for the last year and a half, starting with letting go of the church. The majority of the work that was done, other than Jim McQuaid, who shows up for everything, God bless you, Jim, and the only one that offered to help move this time, I'm sorry to say, but the bottom line is the board really has worked really hard the last year and a half. They did the majority of the packing, the moving. They were there endlessly. The cleaning, we have to thank them for so much, and they're not paid. These are volunteers that love this church. And so the big focus of the meeting, other than to get some information next week, is to, again, I'm going to steal John Kennedy's phrase, I want to hear what you want to do for your church, not what you want your church to do for you. If we want this community to thrive, we're all going to have to decide what it is we're willing to do to make that happen. So I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. If there aren't people here today that you know call him, let him know there's going to be a community meeting if you would. Thank you.
Bless, bless.
Well said.
Okay, so on that note, this is one of the most audacious songs I had ever heard up until I heard this song. It was by Natalie Merchant back 15 years ago, called Wonder. The idea that I am the wonder of God's own creation. So let's do it. Doctors have come from distant cities just to see me stand over my bed, disbelieving what they're seeing. They say I must be one of the wonders, God's of creation. And as far as they see, they can offer no explanation. Newspapers ask intimate questions, want confessions, reach into my head to steal the glory of my story. They say I must be one of the wonders, God's own creation. And as far as they see, they cannot find no explanation. I believe fate smiling, destiny laughed as she came to my cradle, said this child will be able, laughed as my body she lifted, no, this child will be gifted with love, with patience, and with faith. She'll make her way. People see me, I'm a challenge to your balance. I'm over your head, I confound you and astound you to know that I must be one of the wonders, God's own creation. And as far as they see, cannot find no explanation. Thank you. How much fun is that? Oh, blessings to us all. Let's all energetically hold hands, stand, and join us in our peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment, peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds me.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds me.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And we are richly blessed.
Grandmother, dreams of all my great grandfathers, the way to rise beyond the pain. Oh, live, live in me, in the land of I am, all that I have been, I am, all that I will be, I am, all that I am, in the land of I am, all that I have been, I am, all that I will be, I am, all that I am. In the land of I am, all that I have been, I am, all that I will be, I am, all that I am. In the land of I am, all that I have been, I am, all that I will be, I am, all that I am.
Go forth and prosper.
And definitely
Take my words with you. And bring all your money to the Topsfield Fair because you'll need it.
Every cent, all those candy canes, and dunk the person, and eat the sausage sub, that's for sure.
Which is not still only $5. It's $6 now. They had to change their sign.